I hope you're having a wonderful day today. Today I'm going to be talking about how the luxury community YouTuber landscape is changing yet again, and we are saying goodbye to a very dear friend. Jerusha Couture has decided to leave this platform. Before we get into all of that, my name is Melinda. If you're new to my channel, if you're returning, thank you so much for coming back again. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all of you who have taken the time to hit that subscribe button. It has taken us 7 years, but we have hit 30,000 together, and I would just love to see how far this channel can go this year. Before I get into all of that, I'm going to share the jewelry of the day with you. I am wearing all of my two new Tiffany pieces, not all of them, and then my two older Tiffany pieces, candy pink Rolex, and I've got my Starbucks bunny cup with some water. I am thirsty. I went out to breakfast with my daughters. I did not salt my food, but it must have been salty because I am very thirsty, and I don't normally bring beverages when I'm filming. But let's get into this. It's like it's the end of an era. Jerusha has said goodbye. And she was the first YouTuber that I remember watching. She's been on the platform, I believe she said, for 14 years. I've been on for 7. That is a long time to be on the platform. She said she was very unhappy and that she felt like it was toxic and that it was time to go. She, however, did not say she was never coming back. So I, for one, am hopeful that she will refresh, take a break, and come back. I really hope she will. Jerusha is one of the very few, actually the only one that I know of, over 100,000, that acknowledges other YouTubers. And it doesn't mean that they're not out there, just maybe I don't watch them, but she will acknowledge small tiny channels like mine if she sees something, and she will mention me in a video. She's mentioned so many of us that do YouTube and has been so supportive and so lovely throughout the years, and I wish her absolutely nothing but the best, and I hope she finds her happy. Should you by any chance be watching, Jerusha, find your happy, my dear. I'm really hoping that she does what I did. I left for 8 months and came back and felt so much better. It was time for me to step away. I wish I had not made that goodbye video. Hers is quite different. She's been here for 14 years, and I appreciate that she did the announcement, and I hope she comes back. But so much is changing with YouTube. I mean, I clearly see it in the view counts, not only on my channel, but on really big channels. I just see this incredible shift. There are YouTubers who are just completely switching it up. They don't want anything to do with luxury anymore. They're selling all of their belongings. That really seems to strike a nerve in the luxury community. It doesn't offend me at all. I can't tell you if somebody's authentic or not authentic, keeping their things in another room or actually getting rid of them. And I'm not talking about anybody specifically here, but I mean, it's just what's been going on. And I was recently watching Deb's video. Her channel is Wild Unfiltered. If you're not following her, follow her. She's absolutely lovely. I'm going to link her video down below. I am blanking out on the name of her video, but it was something along the lines of, you know, how luxury YouTube has changed. There's not the hauls anymore, and it's just very different now. And it is. It's incredibly different. She referenced, speaking of people who have completely switched, she referenced Lydia Millen. And if I'm correct, she has gotten rid of all of her handbags, except for now she has all Hermes, and she has this beautiful greenhouse. And I personally haven't been able to watch her for a very long time because I don't like those types of vlogs. I like cook with me vlogs. I like cook with me vlogs. I do like a little bit of day in the life vlogs, but no, I just haven't been able to watch her in ages. And I used to really enjoy her and her bag content, and it's like she's completely switched, which we grow, we change, we switch, it happens. But she had a really good video with a lot of interesting commentary on it. And one of the comments on her video that I thought was interesting, somebody said they no longer trust YouTubers once they hit 30,000. I've just hit 30,000, and I don't feel like I am any different. It's only been a few weeks. For me, it's 100,000. When I see somebody at 100,000, and not everybody changes, but a lot of them do, because it completely turns into a business for them. I'm going to get a little bit more into that in a moment, but the other ones that I think change so much are the ones who have quit their full-time jobs. And that's great. If you can make enough money on here to quit your full-time job, that's wonderful. But then I noticed that these YouTubers have completely shifted, and they're just pushing handbags that, how do I be polite about this? Handbags that they would never ever purchase in a million years, but they're getting huge commissions on it. And I know this because these brands have reached out to me, and I have said, no, thank you. It's not something I would carry. Yeah, I'll just leave that at that. But I kind of don't watch those channels. I just don't watch those channels. I just don't find it interesting or appealing. I miss the old school YouTube, and my last video, I had a couple of people tell me that reminded them of the old school YouTube. I've done a few bag reviews since I have come back, but I'll be honest with you, they don't do very well. They don't get very many views. They don't get very many, it doesn't get the interaction as like an unboxing or something of that nature. I have tried to switch up my channel quite a bit since I have been back. I have done cooking vlogs. I've done just like going to Target and lunch with my daughters and different things like that. And again, it doesn't get the engagement. And I did one specific cooking vlog. I made 2 recipes. And the people that watched it were so incredibly, incredibly lovely and left the most lovely comments. But I'm going to tell you how much I made off of that video. And I'm going to tell you how long it took me to make that video. I made $12.57. Which the ingredients cost more than that, but I was going to eat it anyway, so that's fine. But it took a couple of hours at least. A video takes several hours to make usually. It just depends on the type of video, what it is, the editing, the uploading, and then after you upload you have to make a thumbnail. There's just a lot that goes into it. So even if you're trying to change your channel because you think people don't want to watch luxury so much anymore, it doesn't always pan out for you either. I do understand, I think, why the view counts are going down. I mean, we are in a terrible, terrible economy. It is absolutely horrible, at least in the United States. I'm assuming the rest of the world, from what I read in the comments, that is equally as bad, and people just aren't wanting to consume this kind of content. I've had so many Instagram friends that posted regularly. They don't post at all. Some of them haven't posted in 2 years. So the whole luxury community, and I only do YouTube and Instagram. I am never getting into TikTok. I do not need any more social media. That is enough for me. But I have just seen such a huge, huge change with that. And, kind of going back to the ones who were able to quit and make this their full-time job. And then some of them have slowly made it their full-time jobs as they got to that 100, 200, 300,000 subscriber, count. Some of those channels, even though I think the ladies are lovely, the entire video is an ad. From the very beginning to the end, whatever the title says, that's not what the video is about. They're selling you everything in that video. And I get it because they need to make the money and that's their job. I understand that. I have no problem with sponsored videos whatsoever. I do them myself. The last 2 years I've only worked with one company. I get hundreds of offers, hundreds and hundreds of offers, and I've chose to work with one company the past 2 full years. So I don't do them that often, and I'm always kind of surprised when I do, the irritation that I get in the comments. It's like I just told you that one video made $12. The work that you put into this isn't always worth what you get paid for it. I am so happy, and I wrote this on Deb's video, I am so happy that this is not my job. I say this is my job in the loosest term possible. If I quit today, nothing in my life is going to change, except for I'm going to have a whole lot more time because I'm not going to be editing and making videos. I enjoy doing this. That is why I do it. I do want to make some money from it. I don't want it to be what supports my family. I think that would be honestly so incredibly stressful if everything was on me making YouTube videos. And I feel for those content creators because it's a lot. It is a lot of pressure if you have to pay your bills based upon doing this. And this is all creative. This is all coming from you. This is not like, you know, you have a small part in a sitcom and it's written and you learn your part and you go on there. You've got to figure out what to talk about every single week. So I think that's very interesting as well. But yeah, I mean, it has changed so much. And I follow a really small group of YouTubers. I won't spend my time for 40 minutes being sold to. And, you know, I've had a lot of people tell me that they want me to do styling videos, like how to, you know, bag with this outfit and that outfit. Most of the things that I wear, you can't find, you can't purchase. And the whole changing of outfits it's incredibly tedious. I have done very few what I have purchased fashion-wise, like spring fashion, fall fashion. I don't do those videos very often, and when I do, it's a lot of work. So I understand why the ones that are doing that are selling their outfit or selling their shoes or whatever it gets. You know, I get that, or whatever it may be. I get that they are doing that and why they are doing that. But I'm just curious because I really enjoyed Deb's video. I'm just curious, what do you want to see on YouTube? What do you think about how it has evolved and how it has changed? It has changed so much from my first video where I'm actually doing measurements of a bag, and from day one I did mod shots. I'm almost positive, and what fits in my bag, all in one inclusive video. I don't know that I've ever, maybe because I can't keep up with 7 years, I'm not sure I've ever just sat down and just showed what fits in my bag. I tend to do that on Instagram, but I know my very first video I was comparing the two Speedy bandoliers that I had, and I know I showed, if I'm wrong, it's been 7 years, but I know I showed what fits, and I'm almost positive that I stood up and showed, you know, how mod shots, which I still do that today. So I don't know. What do you think about the changing landscape? What do you think about the people who are exiting? What do you think about the people that are just completely over it? They don't want to deal with luxury anymore. I do really believe luxury fatigue is real, and right now I'm kind of struggling with feeling overwhelmed with the amount of things that I have, even though everything is in its place, in a closet, put away, neat and organized. But it does get to the point where it's like, you know, it's a lot. It's a lot. I own a lot of things, and I don't know. I'm losing my train of thought here. I have been up very early. It's not easy to get me to go to breakfast. Only my daughters could get me to go. But tell me what you would like to see on YouTube, what you think about the current luxury community, how you're feeling about luxury YouTube in general, or have you totally X'd out and are you watching other things? I watch a lot of skincare videos. I don't watch a lot of makeup YouTubers, but I have a few that I like that are helpful. I don't want to buy continuous makeup. We've talked about that in another video. I'm not buying unnecessary things that I don't need, like makeup. I'll link that video down below. It doesn't include everything, but there's a lot of things on there. But anyways, I hope you have an amazing day today, and I hope to talk to you again very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.